In the history of American immigration, one story was commonplace. People who'd been tailors and seamstresses in the old world finding new opportunity in the clothing industry here in New York. Well, that story continues today with a modern twist. Awet Woldegebriel hails from Ethiopia, where his tailor father inspired his love of fashion. The family was driven from their homeland. But now the young designer is the force behind a hot new clothing line affiliated with Saks Fifth Avenue department stores. And he's living just as real an American dream as those early immigrants. It's called the pop-up, where one established brand, in this case Laline in Soho, New York, lends space to another, showcasing their wares. And it helped many businesses bounce back from the pandemic, or even launch them. It's how Awet Woldegebriel started selling his line of casual, gender-neutral streetwear.
Everyone that has been buying our hoodies is someone that has cared about the community like we do.
But these aren't your parents' sweatsuits, a blend of 50% regenerated polyester and 50% cotton. These pieces retail for about $250, and he says with good reason.
So there's a silk sheen on top of all of our product.
They're made in America with sustainable fabrics that employ local New York garment workers.
They're selling, they're talking about it, like, did you touch it? Did you touch this?
CMO Alex St. Urban says customers love the feel, but also the story.
Because there are a lot of other hoodies on the market. So really focused on getting the press out there with Awet's rich story, as well as connecting with consumers in pop-ups and more word-of-mouth spreading.
And the inside, there's such beautiful fleece that's just, yep.
Yeah.
This is the reaction that I live for. Right when the pandemic started, I thought about a quote that my dad used to tell me that I'd completely forgotten. And it was, always look out for people with greatness in their hands. Started thinking, how are tailors like my dad doing? How are they surviving? How are garment workers doing? How are pattern makers doing? We started this brand with one mission, which was to support people that had been forgotten.
It's been a winning ethos, like the name he bears, victory in his native language.
Wow, if this isn't the American dream, I don't know what it is.
His biggest win? Securing space on the avenue, as in Saks Fifth Avenue.
Oh my God.
Do you think you'll continue to use the brand name on the garments in the future?
I believe so.
Louis DeGiacomo is the senior vice president of menswear.
When we all first met Awet, we were just immediately captivated by his story, his personality, and we immediately wanted to support his brand vision and launch him exclusively at Saks Fifth Avenue.
It's been quite a ride for the 30-year-old. Born in Ethiopia and raised in Atlanta, he moved to New York City 6 years ago for a master's program. He then got a job with the United Nations Office of Philanthropy. That's when the idea of fashion design really took hold, and the promise of not only living out his dream, but that of his father.
He was destined, like his father, to be a farmer. He ran away from home from an arranged marriage and went to the bustling city of Addis Ababa, which is Ethiopia's capital. All he kind of knew was how to fix clothes, how to hem clothes from people, and just try to make a living that way. And he wanted to hire people that had the same kind of skills when he was building his tailoring shop.
He had to leave all of that behind.
Yeah, in 1998, it was all gone with a knock on our door. Soldiers had come in Ethiopia and said, it's time for you to be removed.
After the war broke out between Eritrea and Ethiopia, his family was forced into refugee camps in Eastern Africa. In 2000, they earned asylum from the U.S. Hardships that continued to drive him, along with memories of his father's impeccable style.
I never saw him in jeans, first of all my life. He was dressed to the nines, suit, handkerchief, jacket, coat, everything. He exemplified how we should present ourselves into the world.
And while his uniform is a lot less formal, it has made an impression. Woldegebriel's pop-up strategy led to his most important connection yet,
I never said no to any pop-up opportunity. And finally, someone that knows someone that fished with Kenneth Cole.
That fished with Kenneth Cole. I didn't know Kenneth Cole fished.
He's a big fisherman. He's a big fisherman. Was like, have you heard about this brand? He said he would like to meet us. When we met him, it was like synergy for us because he's all about business and impact.
Kenneth Cole's activism during the 90s AIDS epidemic led the way for other brands to attach themselves to causes. And he hopes his young protege builds upon the philanthropy he's already started.
You can't just talk about it, you have to do it. You know, and he is committed to sustainability, and he cares about mental health, which is something I'm working on. At a certain point, I just become a cheerleader.
That's what people want from brands now, is that they want to be proud to be labeled in your name as a brand, but on top of that, they want to make sure that they're a part of a bigger impact.
And for Woldegebriel, a much more personal realization.
What do you think your dad would have said if he saw this?
First of all, I don't know if my dad knew what a hoodie was.
And it's certainly not the man who ironed his pocket squares.
Yeah. He didn't know what a hoodie was, but he knew what craftsmanship was. And I think he would be extremely proud that I put so much thought in such a simple product. And then also that the name he said was a powerful name is one that, you know, will give a lot of people, hopefully, the same kind of confidence that it gave me.
So sustainability, mental health, but this is a man who started his business, this small little business, by donating to garment workers. He's even donated to the Ukrainian cause. What he has planned for next, he's going to expand his line outside of just the live-wear casual set, jackets and other accessories. Sure to come later on this fall.
Look, it's amazing, and I know there are people going, oh my God, that much for a sweatshirt. Don't get me wrong, but here's the thing. If you wear that sweatshirt a lot, do you realize how cost-effective that is? And you have to have the money for it. But
how did it feel?
Seriously.
Oh, it felt great. Did you not?
I saw you. It was cool.
I do not own one, so I can't. And I did not try one on, but I have to say, the feel of it was pretty spectacular.
All right, we've got a lot more coming up for you.